Good morning. Welcome to this meditation session. So we're just going to take a moment to try to connect with the here and now. And this sounds like a bit of a cliche. We hear a lot about it in the media, a lot of books written about it. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle is a really brilliant book. It taps into Buddhist tradition, Christian prayer even, and many religions. But the here and now is so important because it's what is so often overlooked. We busy ourselves with what we have to do during the day, responsibilities we have, and that's absolutely fine. But what can happen is we forget, and that is the word actually, we forget about just being human beings. We're not human doings, we're human beings. And we forget about the present moment. The past has gone. There's nothing anybody can do about the past, unless you have a time machine. And there's nothing you can do about the future. Yes, you can create situations that might help possibly in the future, but you don't actually know what's going to happen around the corner. Everything is in flux, everything is in change. And if we were to link our peace, our joy to the future, then we're sort of asking for trouble really, because we really don't know what's going to happen. And really, the past and the future are actually only in our minds. And they're there for a good reason. Evolution has taught us to predict things that might happen, keep us safe. But in doing that, we've almost become obsessed with the past and obsessed with trying to create a future. And we've forgotten just how to be quiet and still. And when we're quiet and still, that's when we can refresh our minds, refresh our bodies, feel that presence. Stop to smell the roses. Take 5, however you want to describe it. It's all about recharging the batteries and resetting. So let's take a moment just to really sense the present moment. So whether you're sitting down or lying down, just become aware of the actual touch, the actual felt sensation of being in contact with whatever it is that's holding you up at the moment, either a bed or a chair or sofa or whatever it is. Just switch your attention momentarily. Give yourself permission to switch your attention momentarily to those sensations. And if you feel comfortable, just gently close your eyes. You don't have to try and block anything out. Don't put too much effort into it. just simply switch your attention to the sensations in your legs, your buttocks, the flats of your feet as they contact the floor. Just get a sense of the weight of your body. Pressing down on whatever it is you're sitting on or lying on. Don't be concerned about noises, anything going on in the world around you. Just simply feeling that connection. Let your hands relax in your lap or wherever is comfortable for you. Just really feel those feet, the lower part of your body or your back, wherever there's contact with the ground, the chair, the bed, whatever it is you're on, whatever's supporting you right now. And I'm going to leave gaps in this meditation just for you to really focus in on those sensations rather than listening to me. I'm going to suggest that you look at the feeling of warmth, where those connections are, that feeling of perhaps electricity, of tingling sensations, whatever it is for you. Just simply take a little time to focus your attention and almost bathe yourself in those sensations. Now you may notice your mind starts to wander. You might be thinking about things you need to do. You may be thinking about places you've been, places you need to get to. What I invite you to do is simply park those thoughts for now. You don't have to put a lot of effort into stopping those thoughts. Just allow yourself, give yourself permission to have some me time, to have some time where you're just simply focusing on being, the feelings you have right now, and even the noises that are going on in the background. That's fine, that's what's happening right now. There's an aeroplane flying overhead where I'm sitting, and I can just switch my attention to that sound. I'm not going to think about where the plane's going or what's making that sound, just literally letting my ears be like microphones, just listening without any judgments, without any analysis or thoughts about whether it's good noise or a bad noise. Just park all that for now. and just be with whatever comes up. Now, during this meditation, you may notice other sensations start to surface, and they've probably always been there, but you just haven't noticed them. Or perhaps they're new sensations. Perhaps there's an ache in your neck, or a twinge in your back. Whatever it is, it's not right or wrong, it's just simply there. And this meditation is about connecting with your true experience right now. So if you do feel any of these sensations, just allow yourself to be with them as well. Almost like an explorer. You could go caving and explore deep into those sensations. Forget whether it's a bad pain or a mild pain, or not even a pain at all, just a twinge or a sensation. Try not to label it with any kind of words, descriptions, unless it helps you to really be with it, without judging, without analysing. And just notice the stillness and the peace as you're doing these exercises. Peace is not necessarily the absence of sounds or sensations, it's how we are with those sounds and sensations. Do those sounds remind you of things that are possibly unpleasant or possibly pleasant? But they're all in the past. What we're concerned about is just being present to now. Allow yourself to be immersed in whatever's coming up for you right now. Now, some thoughts you may be having might appear to you to be extremely important. Sometimes when you relax, all of a sudden stuff can come into your mind. Oh yeah, I must do this. I must contact this person. I must go X. I must. If you have any of these important thoughts, it's not to denigrate those or to make them less important. Just for now, give yourself permission to imagine a safe, open the safe door, put all these thoughts in the safe, close the door and lock it, just for the remainder of this meditation session. Then you can open the door and, hey, you might have some useful thoughts in there. This exercise may bring up the peace and quiet you needed to process something. But we can do that after the meditation session. So I'm just inviting you to just park all those thoughts that you may or may not have, just for the remainder, and switch your attention now back again to whatever's happening right now. See if you can feel your feet, the parts of your leg that are touching whatever's supporting you. Same with your back, and perhaps even your head. Become really deeply focused and aware. Okay, so now we're a little bit quieter, our minds are quieter. Just start to notice any areas of tension. For example, in your neck or your shoulders, your back. It could actually be anywhere, but let's just start off with the shoulders and just noticing the shoulders. Allowing the shoulders to relax, perhaps to a level that you've never known before. Just letting all those tensions be there and allowing yourself to notice them. We're not trying to get rid of tensions in our neck and shoulders, we're just simply noticing them. And they may disappear, they may not. The idea of this meditation is just to be here, aware of the present moment. So let your shoulders relax, focus in on the sensations you can feel. See if you can imagine a shape to the sensations. If you were to make this shape, what would it be made of? What materials would represent the shape of these sensations most accurately? Would it be a hard material or a soft material? Would it be like plasticine or glass? Metal? Putty? What's there for you? What does your sensation look like? Perhaps imagine it as a sculpture. But most importantly, just focusing your attention on those sensations. And if you have a predominant sensation elsewhere in your body, choose that instead. Maybe that you can sense a tension in your legs, a lumpiness or a sharpness. And we're not judging these feelings. We're not deciding whether the feeling is a good feeling or a bad feeling, just that it's there. Become aware of it. And we've been looking at our shoulders because that's often a place of where tensions can build and accumulate. But another area is your stomach. What's your gut telling you right now? Not in terms of trying to add meaning to it, but simply what's actually there, what shape is that sensation that you can feel. And you can become quite fanciful about it. Again, make a sculpture in your mind of those sensations you can feel in your stomach. For me, it feels like a lump of clay, but it's quite soft clay and it's moving about. Shape-shifting almost. For you, it might be something different. See if you can sense what your sculpture would look like, what your sensations are for you. They may be similar or completely different. But notice the peace. Notice the peace that comes from not resisting, from not using the mind to analyze and to judge. Notice the quiet, the acceptance, and the peace. Just being with your body like an old friend. Like the first time you've actually really listened to what your old friend is telling you. Maybe like a child who just wants to be cuddled. Can't can't tell you why he's crying, why he's got these sensations. He just wants to be held. Hold your body, your arms. Be with your body despite everything. Despite the urge to ignore, to get busy, get lost in your head. And as you begin to focus more deeply on these sensations, what I invite you to do is to breathe into them. So as your in-breath enters your body, just imagine it being directed to that particular sensation, giving it fresh air, acknowledging it and allowing it to breathe. Take a nice breath, direct it towards the sensation and then breathe it out. And we're really not trying to heal anything here, we're just being with, giving oxygen to these feelings. Clearing the air, getting some ventilation going, so these feelings have a bit more space to express themselves. Just gently, not taking too deep a breath because you'll end up becoming a bit dizzy, just gently breathing into these areas, ventilating them, giving them some fresh air. So as we come to the end of this meditation session, I just want to finish by taking in quite a deep breath, noticing your whole body fill with air, and then the long breathing out, the exhale. Take a few of these nice deep breaths. And now start to feel those sensations again, the pressure points between your body and whatever's supporting you. And maybe just wriggling your toes, feeling the sensation of your toes wriggling. Press down perhaps on your feet, stretch your legs a little bit, stretch your arms. Gently gyrate your shoulders very, very, very gently. No, No jerky motions, just gentle. Perhaps do some circles with your shoulders. Oh, those sensations, feel them. They're going to be different for you, they'll be unique to you, but just be aware of them. And then just gently rotate your head around. Very, very gently. And then reverse direction. Nice and smooth and gentle, no jerky actions. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, maybe a little bit to start off with. Become aware of the room, aware of your body sitting, lying in the room. And if you have a drink nearby, or just take a sip. And hopefully we'll see you for the next meditation session. And thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day.